Inside, that is Edwards. A very unique offense that the Panthers run. It is the UCLA high post offense. It's offense much anymore in college basketball.
Well, you don't see a lot of this because it takes a lot to teach. It takes
system. They run the 5-out pro offense. Inside, that's Lamont Butler, the San Diego State transfer. Edwards working with his back to the basket. That's good D, challenged by Andrew. Early on, the offense has gone through Edwards. Dips his shoulder, and that one will roll off the rim. Early action, Robinson. And his runner goes. The only player that is really clear out. Nutter with a hand in his face, and that's a tough shot.
Sure that they control the tempo. They'll be able to get back in defensive transition and not allow Kentucky to get out and running.
Kentucky with an early 6-3 lead here at Rupp Arena. Challenge in a game that this team needed to go through.
A really good tune-up for this game against Georgia State, as he knows that the physicality will break their man down, but it's going to be a physical finish when they're met at the cup, as you can see. But
defensive guy coming from that defensive scheme from the Aztecs, but here in Kentucky, they're trying to get him to be more.
Big reason why the Kentucky Wildcats are ranked in the top 10.
Edwards backing down that sky hook. Here's Butler with a hand in his face. His three off the mark.
Point of emphasis is going to be defensively. Can he match the physicality of Edwards down low?
Now they let him eat inside, doing it on both.
Head up.
Kobe Brea also on the floor. He was defending that one for Kentucky. As the three goes, Georgia State only down.
It's going to be a matter of how they can control the ball, and the way they're going to play offensively correlates to how they play defense. The crease to take advantage of in that transition. Wraps the ball around his back with a beautiful left hand.
Facilitator. They find Carr open on the wing.
That's a good look. UCLA high post offense principles, but it doesn't mean that's all they will run as Butler wants it up at will.
Here's Butler with the steal. He's looking for numbers now. He'll find Brea, best shooter in the country. Lane out of control, gets it inside to Archer. And a shot.
Creasa does an outstanding job of facilitating, creating for others.
They left Creasa.
This game, if you're Georgia State, you've been struggling to manufacture some buckets. There's been some adjustments been made by Kentucky.
You see his physicality early on for Kentucky.
Well, he has the ability. I think in a game of today, he has the ability to mix it up.
In his Atlanta days, and now he gets the point guard role for Georgia State.
A lot of newcomers on this roster. I believe he was right, as Chandler able to finish with the contact.
Nutter wanted a call, leaned into it.
In that when you're sharing the love, everybody gets a touch. He does an outstanding job when he gets it in transition to kick the ball ahead. But it's early in the season. The high post offense is something that requires a lot of reps to run. There's a little bit of a screech right there.
Completes the three-point play as Georgia State hanging around in this.
Want to play in the half-court set, but defensively you have to do a better job of making sure you get from the outside. He can pass the backdoor cutters, and he can even play in the one-on-one. So he's the perfect fit for what Mark Pope is.
Nutter lowers that shoulder, creates the contact, and the graduate student, and he said he kind of has that old soul. And the guys look up to him as one of the elder state. Sets the screen. Butler decides to probe and go himself. Another bucket for Butler. He's gotten Garrett. Excuse me, that's Hamilton. Jelani Hamilton got the start for Georgia State.
He's getting to the basket way too easy.
McMullen had it poked away. Ball tried to save it. ABC, Marty McGee begins at 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central, followed by a 2-hour SEC. Georgia State down by just 5. Make that 3 as Nutter gets the friendly roll.
There it is, the shot clock.
Look at Edwards. Nutter decides to take it himself, and a late rip.
Get a little bit antsy. You want to play at high pace. It's a team that can score in bunches and fill up the stat sheet. But it's
playing this first half.
Allen are extremely efficient in this game.
Edwards side. Edwards, and he gets it. This is Nick McMullen. McMullen, the UNC asphalt transfer, had it poked away from him.
Or even more points going into halftime. If you're Georgia State, it's important to be disciplined because the surge of Kentucky is starting.
First half, almost lost it there.
Kentucky turning up the defensive pressure.
McMullen gets to his left. Almenar's had the hot hand. A battle inside, and they're going to say that's all. Hamilton off the bounce.
Hey.
Largest lead of the game for Kentucky. Hamilton, and he'll be fouled shooting a three. Game from just above the field. I still haven't gotten used to Texas and Oklahoma in the SEC. 80% from the free throw line in this first half. Butler racing up ahead, and a hard foul given up by Clash Valley, California. Clash Peters, the freshman from Long Beach, California.
Passes it ahead, likes to get others involved. Puts his body on the line with really good screens.
What a pass from Carl. Shot clock at 5. The clock turned off. 7 seconds to play in this first half. Butler guarded by Brown, and it's off his UCLA high post offense.
A lot of patience on this set.
And Brown with the facial from deep.
Kentucky, who's a top 10 team on the road. You understand the situation, but you want to continue to build your offense and get better options they can run if they're patient. Kentucky has to keep the discipline.
Nutter had that one blocked by Carr.
Great rotation by an outstanding leaper with great timing and can reject so many things at the rim.
Deep three, and that one goes. Robinson off the curl, nails the free throw. Shot clock's at 7. Extra passes to Edwards, and he nails another three. Keeping that dribble alive. And Oweh swooping through the lane for 2.
Up and under.
Last foul called against Williams. That is his third as he's now guarding the ball. McMullen goes right into him. And how about the ups from Brown?
Wow. Tomorrow out there at free safety.
Lane knocks down the three. As
beautiful three-pointer.
Robinson knifing through the lane and gets 2 more.
Gotta love the court. Finds his way all the way to the basket.
Nutter finds himself all alone. Oweh goes reverse plus the foul.
And as you mentioned, in feast week, they've been hungry.
Edwards all the way to the cup, missing.
Option or a wishbone where you have so many reads that you have to have a quarterback, which would be your point guard, who can do with success. So the team has started to buy in, and as the season goes on and they get into the Sun Belt, I expect it to be trying to be physical. Obviously, it's a situation that the other team has to guard you with the physicality that you play with. It's a big offensive set right here.
Winning the contact is Nutter. Georgia State, they are up on their feet on the bench. McMullen, free throw jumper. The lead is down the track so far. He's been in foul trouble in that first half. Inside, Oweh just kind of pushed it up the rim.
Great execution. Too long to throw a bounce pass.
And that is going to be and coming from behind us. And ejected, and he is back on the bench for Georgia State as Williams knocks down the first free throw.
Playground altercation. No harm, no foul.
Inside they go to the 7-footer Williams. Trying to spin baseline, and he'll be held by McMillan. He makes the first. Brings the defensive presence, the rebounding presence. A silencer, Jelani Hamilton with a 3.
Silence.
Williams inside, and he's just too strong. Lane, step back three. That's a tough one inside. And Chris. As Creaso makes them both. Look at him jump in the passing lane. Away! Hello! That'll ignite the crowd. Brown gets all the way to the cup. How good has he been?
Flipping it up with the inside hand.
Top, and Williams throws it down.
Now the offense is sparking.
Behind the back pass, what a dime from. And a reaching foul called against Kentucky on the handoff.
And increasing the lead.
McMullen had that one stripped away. Good. Brea gets all the way to the cup and throws it down.
That's phenomenal recognition right there.
This one against Kentucky will send Georgia State into the bonus. Inside on the block, McMullen too strong. Another
plays with that is deceptive. You can see when he's driving to the lane, defenders are holding on for life.
Nutter, potential our SEC Nation. So last foul called against the senior from Spring Valley, New York, transferred from Fairleigh Dickinson.
Has been extremely efficient, which is a staple for this Kentucky team. We talk about the pace in this game.
Inside, Carr, lowering the shoulder with the touch inside. He's not.
Get him off balance just a little bit, and then the jump hook off the glass.
6 Wildcats now in double figures tonight. Rolling off.
Use your shot fake. You have the size and the ability to drive. You get an easy 2. Set up your game on the outside.
So it's obviously a lot tougher. I had to get out there extra early to get the single rim in the park.
Listen, that's a beautiful story, and that's what you need more.
Another called for it. Instead, it's Edwards. Dipping his shoulder, the sky hook. That's a pretty move. Kentucky's lead cut to 20. Here's Brea. Shooters keep shooting. Brea now locking in defensively. Edwards back inside the paint. That one rimmed out.
I guess he has 9 lives. He's back in it again.
Robinson from deep.
But you want to win the last 4 minutes of this game.
Edwards leaning in, and he gets the shot.
That the game could be over. But you want to keep playing the possessions. Don't play the scoreboard. 93
stretch. They call them 4-minute wars. Nice runner by Robinson as he has picked up the scoring here late in the second half of scheme. They're going to be a problem for some teams when they come to conference play.
Oh, absolutely. You know, when you talk about what they're doing stylistic. So he's been able to implement this, and he reads it to be really effective in the Sun Belt Conference. I don't know how many Panthers have.
I think that was his last one. Williams raked on the rebound.
Play so fast, they can shoot from the outside, they space you out, they get to running, and they were able to turn the defense into offense. Really good defensively and disciplined, and come up with quality wins. Implications for that Texas A&M game to see who can compete against Georgia in the SEC championship game. Some really good things done by both of these ball clubs. Big future in this season for both teams.
That'll do it. Our final, Kentucky 105, Georgia State 76, as the Wildcats go to 7-0 for the first time since the 2016-17 season. Thanks for joining us tonight. From my partner Richard Hendricks, I'm John Shrippen. We send you now